Today we have a dynamic design individual with us in the studio. Her name is Emily van Vught and she's an independent brand strategist. She's also a part-time teacher at TU Delft and teaches in the industrial design engineering faculty. Welcome, Emily. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a great honor to be here.
Awesome. And so the reason we have Emily here today is that Emily recently designed or redesigned the Female Venture logo. And if you don't know who Female Ventures are, Female Venture is a non-profit organization that stimulates and supports female leadership in corporates, SMEs, and startups. And this profits women, companies, and society as a whole. So they really are an inspiring networking group. And if you don't know about Female Ventures, check out the link in the profile below this post and join and connect with other inspiring women. So Emily, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Okay, well, I'm Emily. I'm recently started as an independent brand strategist. I studied industrial design engineering a few years ago in Delft. And I did my master's in strategic product design, but I've always found brands more interesting than just products. So I kind of did a specialization in retail design and branding. And then I started my career at a design agency in Amsterdam as a brand strategist. And now I developed my own company, and I'm trying to really empower female entrepreneurs in creating a strong brand and growing their business by creating a solid strategy and a design that really tells their message and gives them the tools to make an impact they envision. So
that's absolutely fantastic. And you're so young as well. Oh my God, how inspiring is that? So the other question I have is, how did you get to design the Female or redesign the Female Ventures logo?
Well, that's a good question. I attended one of the events at Yes Delft. I think it was in February or March. And I've already seen Female Ventures before, but I've never been to an event because there was something holding me back. And then at the end of the meeting, or at the end of the event, I was so inspired, and there were very cool females talking about their ventures. And yeah, it was a super cool event, but I think the branding that they used before was not conveying that message, and it was kind of diluting the image that I had when I attended the event. So we were very open, discussing all the things that we could add to raise Female Ventures to the next level. So then I just thought, fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. So I said to Juke, in my opinion, the logo now is really degrading the brand, and I think it's such a shame because you're doing so great work, and I think more people would want to come here, but the quality of the events is not matching the quality of the brand yet. So I said, we are a non-profit, and we don't have that much financial assets. So we don't have the money for it. So I said, well, then let me just volunteer to design a new logo for you, and maybe it will help you grow the brand further. So that's how I got to design the new logo. And yeah, it turns out to be a great adventure and a really good collaboration with Juke, and I really like everything she's doing. So it's been a great honor to be able to contribute to that. Yeah.
Fantastic. And for those of you who don't know who Juke Hoogland is the founder of Female Ventures. And she's absolutely, like Emily is saying, doing a fantastic job with really motivating and inspiring women through the events that are hosted across the Netherlands. And the events are hosted in Utrecht, Rotterdam, Delft, as well as in Amsterdam. And in the next few months or after summer, we're also going to host events in Eindhoven. So watch this space. And then getting back to Emily. So tell us a little bit about what inspires you and give some advice to other young female entrepreneurs that are watching you. Because what's interesting is that you actually attended a Female Ventures event. You got inspired. You then supported the redesign of the logo. That really, for me, when I look at the new logo, really signifies what Female Ventures is. It's soft, it's subtle, it's feminine, but it's powerful. It speaks a lot of words. And I think brand is so important, and people forget that because the perception of when somebody sees you the first 15 or 30 seconds, they have an opinion about you, and it's the same about your brand. Okay. So tell us a little bit about what inspires you and give some advice to other young female entrepreneurs that are watching this video.
Okay, well, as you describe it, it's like spot on, because yeah, you never get a second chance to give a first impression, and that's the same with branding. And I think what's most tricky about branding is that you have to, the feeling you have as an entrepreneur, you feel that passion, you feel that purpose, and you really want to convey that. And it's the key to be able to translate that visually. And if you get that right, then it's super powerful, and it's like your visual image, and that's driving you forward. And I think the main or the most important thing in branding is to create something that kind of translates your inner vision visually and apply that consistently over all the channels that you're using. And yeah, for me, I think consistency is key in a good brand, and it also helps you as an entrepreneur to be able to make good choices, because if you know what you stand for and what you want to convey, then it's so much easier to make decisions about something fitting your brand or don't. And yeah, that helps you making faster decisions, but also gives you more focused on just reaching your goals and empowering your vision. So
fantastic. So what inspires you?
What inspires me is fierce ladies with cool entrepreneurial spirit, and just wanting to make a positive impact on the world and not afraid to do so. So I really want to help them do that and create a brand that fits with their inner purpose and with their inner feelings. And yeah, that's really inspiring.
Great. That's so fantastic to hear as well. And for me as well, very, very inspiring. Thank you so much for your time today. If there's one thing that you could tell young entrepreneurs out there, one thing that you think is extremely important, I know you said about being fierce and that we can make a difference as female entrepreneurs, but is there something that through your experience you learned that you could share some insight or just a pointer on how they could be a better entrepreneur?
Well, I think just don't be afraid of your femininity. It's like your strength, and I think the world needs more empathy and more girl vibes to get it further. So don't be afraid of it, and you don't have to be this stereotype entrepreneur to be successful. Just stay with your own strength and use that to succeed and to inspire others. Yeah.
Awesome. Absolutely fantastic to have Emily here today with those words of wisdom about just be who you are. It's okay to be a woman. It's okay to have empathy. It's okay to have emotions. You know, it's the things that makes us complement men in the business space. So, you know, let's all work together on improving this, on staying strong, on being fierce and collaborating. Thank you so much, Emily. It's been fantastic having you here today. Really inspiring talking to you as well, because, you know, I've been in the corporate business for over 20 years, but then talking to someone like yourself who's young, who's innovative, who's so fresh and has all these fantastic ideas is so inspiring. So thank you once more.
Thank you so much for these kind words, and good luck all ladies with your entrepreneurial ideas, and you kick ass.
Cheers everyone.